Hello, lads and lasses! Mr. Sans Blackadder here, and welcome back to another live stream. That was a shit way to open up. Alright. So yeah, welcome to another live stream. As you can see, we've got the entire cast here. At least a cast and an extra member. At least most of it. So, I'll just undeafen myself, and then they'll all say hello. 3, 2, 1. Guys, we're live. We're live. That didn't go as planned. Right, everyone. I'll allow the cast one by one to introduce themselves. We'll start from top of the list of the people in the VC all the way down to the bottom. Alison, that's you first. Yes. Yep. Next. Next up. You all know who I am, so next. You were credited as both. The first 6 episodes you were credited as the old name, and then the 7th episode you were credited as your current one. Next. Next. And then finally, Jam, you've been in streams before. Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, alright, calm down guys, calm down. So Jam's gonna be newest member of the team, and he'll be helping out with quite a few things, right? Yeah. What do you mean they can't hear? Oh, I just realized, wait, calm down guys, I've just realized. I just realized what the problem is.
What have you done?
Oh, no,
the Discord audio wasn't connected.
Ah, you melon!
I have a simple solution that will solve everything.
It's fixed now, guys. It's fixed. Right, okay.
Are we introducing ourselves again?
You might want to reintroduce yourselves.
Here we go again. Take number 2 and check.
Right, go.
Alright.
Everyone shush.
Okay. Hello guys, I'm Stucky and I'm the voice actor of Alexis, the bitch. Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm Rusty Craft and I voice the greatest clothing.
The shittiest clothing, more like. Oh.
Now you shut your mouth.
And I am Class 21 Productions, and I voice William and a few of the drivers. Who is this stream for? Get out of here, William. I'm trying to talk here, bruh.
You all know who I am, so I voiced Blackadder and the crew of Blackadder, and then a bunch of other side
Who are
characters.
you?
He voices a truck.
Next.
Alright, hello, I am Daniel, or Daniel the Dank Engine, or whatever. I don't like that name anymore, but I'm the voice of Charles, and some random guard.
Some random god.
Yeah.
I'm Skylar Nuts. I voice myself, Malcolm, Mr. Russell, a truck, Blackland's driver, and Freddy.
Hello there, my name is Spectre Fan 1738, or Andy, and I voiced a whole bunch of random characters.
I am Blue Jam, and, I do things. Yeah.
He wasn't in this season!
No! No, but Jam is the newest member of the team, so I thought it'd be best to bring him in.
And I can also do a Thomas voice, that's fun!
Oh, shut up!
And
I came off my branch line for fucking nothing!
Shut up, Thomas.
There is
Shut up, Thomas.
there was one more person that was part of the cast for this season. However, she's away for a week, so
Yeah,
she's
and that is Tori, aka the same person who voices Lily and Victoria. I would have gone a few others, like Spooder Glenn, who voices Ivy, but she doesn't have Discord, and Victor doesn't have any other social media, so I can't contact him other than Gmail.
I'm gonna be honest, Sans. I was honestly debating just going, hello everyone, Victor Tanzik here. Hello everyone, Victor Tanzik here.
Also remember, Adin, Spoder Glenn's a they.
Oh yeah,
Oh dear.
I keep doing that.
Oh dear, you screwed that up already.
Glenn, if you're watching, I'm so sorry.
I just saw someone in the chat say, I think holy shit, that is a good Thomas voice. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh my
It's a terrible Thomas voice!
Kill yourself!
Anyways.
I must say that is a good impression of Thomas.
Real quick. If the person who mentioned the Henry voice actor sound in episode 7 sounded similar to the one in Bradley Thomas Burden's half-engine adaptation, that's because I'm a same voice actor.
That was Skylar.
Yeah.
No, it was me.
This man right here is the voicer.
What?
That's a fucking base to that, Jesus Christ!
Alright.
Lucky I haven't got any food with me, I'd fucking have a competition against you.
Right,
Guys, we
okay.
got a question in the chat.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. Right, I'll get to
Why did Alexis steal Malcolm's $50 gift card to Disneyland?
Right, okay,
Because
right,
I'm getting-
let's get this whole shenanigans over with.
Shenanigans.
We'll see what everybody is saying in the chat, and then we'll do something. So we'll try our best to answer your questions the best we can, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, Sans, I've seen at least 3 questions already about Season 2.
Yeah, I know, I will get to it.
Already.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is
fucking
already
ready.
a few questions.
Right, let's see.
Yeah, quite a few questions.
And now I'm gonna do what I was doing before this and put down Daniel for something.
Woo!
There we go. Congratulations, Daniel. You now voice Mighty Mac.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm just gonna give you and now I'm gonna try and give you an invite to the
Okay,
server.
right off the bat, I can see somebody doing a comment saying, your character looks a lot like Dalton Douglas.
That was ages ago,
That's
Sans.
because it is.
Yeah, I'm scrolling from the top.
Thank you,
Oh.
Skylar.
But,
there you go.
look, guys,
I'm in.
Blackadder's been updated quite a bit, so he's not gonna look too much like Dalton Douglas anymore.
No,
Is he still purple?
No!
You mean
I fixed that glitch.
Skylar, we've got one for you here.
Just so
You
everyone knows, at least 3 characters have gotten model upgrades since the season has come out.
Yeah, because all of this was filmed
Nice.
ages ago, so...
Do you guys think should we have like one person read out the questions, by the way? Because there is already, I can see a few coming up.
Yeah, I'm just
There's
gonna.
plenty.
I could do that. I could do that.
There is
Alright.
so many. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so start from the top.
I'm not gonna be
Oh,
able to
wait.
speak
Very far
anymore.
to scroll. Should we just go for new questions?
I'll just go for the ones that are coming in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so, hang on. Can I read this one?
okay.
Sans, out of all of the voice actors, which voice do you prefer?
Oh, that's hard. Mm.
It's just
Oh,
picking
do it
favorites. That's
now.
what it
That's
is.
Picky's favorite.
Choose your answer carefully.
I
Sam.
don't actually have a personal favorite of all the voice actors. I love everybody's voice for the individual characters they do.
Despite the fact that.
Oh,
me
I
doing-
thank you.
Despite the fact me doing Malcolm kills me.
Yeah, we're just like
But
fine.
if I had to pick, I would probably say Daniel or Skylar. Daniel because of how fucking well his voice is, and Skylar because he's
Because
he's the only other one. He's the
he's
only
Daniel.
person I know who can do a decent Aussie accent.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Alright,
Even
let's
though
see.
it kills me.
Oh, we've got
Okay,
here's
two.
one. Oh, go on.
I do appreciate it, Blackadder.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we got here. So, here's a question for Blackadder. Did you work with Donald and Douglas?
Yes, Blackadder did work with Donald Douglas. Blackadder was built for the Caledonian Railway. Funny enough, this is about time I can actually get some of Blackadder's past out on this channel. Blackadder was meant to be made as the original first 812, but due to some mechanical faults, they had to change up the design a bit, and so Blackadder is technically an unofficial 812. But during the days of the LMS, when he was sent back after the accident in 1925, the LMS gave him LMS numbers so that way it was easier to keep records of him. So he's got no Caledonian number, but he does have an LMS and a British Railways number, which the British Railway number he holds on the GSR to this day.
Very nice, very nice.
Alright.
Alright, so... Oh, here's a very interesting one.
Hmm?
If you had to be a different class of engine, which class would it be?
That's a good thought. If I had to pick,
E2
I would
class.
no.
Yeah,
No. If I had to pick, I would still pick it depending on Scottish origin. I would still pick a Scottish locomotive.
Sounds good.
Think
Oh,
if
shit.
I did, probably a class 66. I don't know. Drummond class
Oh,
66, probably.
We have one
Oh,
for
yes,
Daniel here. We have
I
a
have
question.
just seen it, yeah, but go on, read it out.
Question for Daniel. Why does your OC have outside cylinders?
He does not anymore. I have changed that. I originally gave him outside cylinders because of a concept art that someone made, but in canon lore, he got into an accident and his undercarriage was so battered that they just gave him outside cylinders. But that is no longer canon. So
Alright. Oh,
Yeah.
we got a question for Rusty here.
Mm-hmm.
You were the guy who makes the Five Nights at Rusty's. That because I thought it was a spin-off of Five Nights at Smitter's Pretty version. That does not seem like a question to me.
Yeah.
I saw that earlier. I don't
That's
think
just
that
them
was-
pointing it out that he is the creator of Five Nights at Rusty's.
Yeah.
well,
Oh, we got a lore one.
Okay.
Alright, we-
Oh, here's another. Oh, here's another one.
He's threw on hold due to a bit of an accident, or due to a little incident that happened.
Won't go into details, but let's just say
Oh.
involved with somebody's account. Say that. Just say that.
Yeah.
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 Well. Oh, we got a very good one here. I think so myself. And Mr. Sands, you have to answer quite. You actually have to think about it. I don't think at all. Anyways, this question is: excluding your character, what is your favorite in the series?
What's my favorite character in the series?
Well, I know who my favorite is.
So yeah, we already know
Yeah,
that,
no,
champ.
mine.
Who?
No shit.
I mean,
I don't actually know.
I don't like the voice actors. I don't have a favorite. Like I have my own little things of why I love the characters. Like, for William,
there's a
I
lot
love
of-
him because he's such a moron. I love...
You put like every character
I
has
love
like
the
some
answer,
something
Sam.
about
You're
them.
so-
I love Alexis because she's kind of like James, and James is one of my favorite characters.
Oh,
Charles,
thank you!
Charles because of Daniel's
Fuck up,
voice.
James.
Daniel's
Oh,
voice
I
just
thank you,
perfected the
Sam.
character. I love Victoria because she's more of the Thomasy type.
Did someone say Thomas?
No.
Shut up!
Go away, Tom.
Malcolm. I love Malcolm because he's been a character I've had thoughts of for ages, and I've wanted to get him in some form of content. We all know about 87546, so I don't need to mention him. And Lachlan. Lachlan was a character from a previous series, and I wanted to bring him back because it was such a cool concept I have that I just didn't fucking...
Actually, to be fair, wasn't it my idea to get Lachlan into this?
Actually, yes, it was your idea. It was your idea to bring him
And-
back.
I thought it was my idea.
Can I
It was-
say something?
Yeah?
Fun fact about Alexis, I actually helped come up with the name.
Yes, you did, actually. You actually came up... You actually helped with that.
Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a lore
Oh
question
my
regarding
God.
episode 7 here. What happened to Eagle after his coma?
Ah! Do you know, funny thing, I was actually going to mention that in this stream. Eagle was stuck in a coma for 5 years. He did manage to come out of the coma, thankfully. He was a bit dazed and confused because the last thing he could remember was slamming into the front of Crovin after coming off the rails. He does stay on Sodor, but he ends up being sent away during the Great Depression. He's one of the many engines I decide that is going to be sent away during the Great Depression, and the fate of him is most likely scrapped.
Damn.
But the thing is though, for those people who are going to start saying it, oh, is James going to be upset from this? No, he won't, because they're not related. I know, shocker, but Eagle isn't a class 28 with an extended pony truck. I'm one of those people that thinks he's a Fowler 4F, the same as Fred from Jimmy the Ginty. The only difference
Yeah,
is
that
he
makes
he
more
has the
sense,
extended pony
yeah.
truck.
And
It kind of works with how the 06 model looks as well. So it checks out.
And also,
Okay, Mr. Sands, here's a question for you. Why did I see you leaving Ivy's shed last night?
Oh, for fuck.
Oh, Blackadder, what are you doing?
It's funny because it's sex!
Tails, I know that was you that posted that one. I'm looking right at the chat. It was Tails.
It was.
Tails. You dirty, dirty bastard.
At least I'm not as dirty as Malcolm's rated R films.
Whoa.
Next question. Next question.
What's wrong with
yeah,
you?
moving on.
Let's see what else have we got. Here's one. Was Sans always meant to be a mix of Donald and Douglas and Edward?
In a sense, kinda. Because obviously, the Donald and Douglas part being Scottish, but the Edward part of, like, being that old wise engine of the entire series. Because he was, in the canon, like it said in the pilot episode, he was the first purchased. And if you all saw the teaser trailer from the Invert story, after the credits from the Invert story, Malcolm was the first loaned, not the first bought, he was the first loaned to help restore the entirety of the GSR. Blackadder was the first purchase, so it would only be right if he was the wisest one, because he's the oldest. Ivy and Lily are almost near his age, so those two are the second oldest.
Well, here's a question regarding Lachlan. In episode 4, you told us that Lachlan was a character from another series of yours, and if that cancelled series would have been published, what characters would you add in from this series?
Well,
Technically,
oh, sorry, I'll let you explain, Skylar.
that canceled series, it was public, but it only had 3 episodes.
Yeah, all the episodes are still online on the channel at the moment. You can all go ahead and look at them, but
The reason why it was canceled, I think, was half the reason, was because one of the characters' motors burned out.
Yeah, one of the models broke, so we couldn't use it, and I think there was something to do with one of the voice actors. I can't really remember.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a long while. Next one.
Why was Victoria looking at Lachlan in the strangest way in episode 5?
How did I know people were gonna ask this? It wasn't.
I saw that bit in the episode.
Look, the whole Lachlan x Victoria was not intentional. But if you guys want that to be intentional, we will make that happen.
No! No, it's fucking funny! No shit! No shit! No! None!
That's my new OTP. I'm gonna start making some AMVs right away.
No!
Alright. But
We don't need ships in this series.
But no, the whole thing was.
Is
But
it
no,
the
it
one?
was just.
Is it the
It was
one?
just completely. It was just completely unintentional.
Here's one. Are there going to be miniature engines?
Not miniature
No.
engines, no chance.
Ooh.
No. The narrow gauge
what about
engines of Log
Tyler's?
Valley will be
Tyler's a
soon,
miniature
but
engine.
the narrow gauge engines will be, but there's no miniature gauge engines. That will not go well.
Narrow gauge episode written by me.
What is your least favorite and favorite episode in season 1?
I'll go for the least favorite first. The least favorite, I gotta say, has to be episode 4, just because of how rushed I was to finish it. And the favorite, I have to say, it's probably going to have to be episode 3 because of the runaway segment.
And also because we got to
Okay,
get
pause the question. Look what Barry the B12 just said. William X. Electric.
Oh, no, that's not a very good ship.
Oh, hang on, there's a question further up here.
No.
There's a question further up here. How did William become dumb in the first place? He was just built like that. He was just...
he
was
was
just-
just born fucking stupid.
He's built different.
Yeah,
Wait, Sans, I just found a great question.
Yeah?
Question for me and you, Sans. What's something we hate about each other?
Oh wow.
Oh, dear.
Keep bugging me about that stupid trains model.
I don't know why there is I hate from you. I hate from you. I don't know.
I mean, I was half joking, so just say, I don't know.
I've got no idea.
Just say something like, I don't know, just joke about it, I don't know.
You being a cut.
Hey! Hey!
This one's a bit of a curious one. Are Alexis, Ivy, and Lily meant to be Thomas, Percy, and Toby respectively?
Right.
First and fucking all, why do you compare me? Why do you compare me to fucking Alexis?
Well, I mean, technically, for Ivy and Lily, technically, for Alexis, no, she's meant to be like a James kind of character.
Oh my god.
But without the whole hate business.
Wait.
Well, actually, no, wait, actually, she's more of a mix of James and Duncan.
Oh my
I'm surprised
god.
You mean is it Karen?
D61XD199? No!
Yes!
No!
Next, what next? What other questions we got?
Hold on. D261, there's another character I forgot to mention I voiced.
Here's one. Is in the series who's the most rude engine?
The rude is
kind of
Croc. The rude is, it's obvious. Have you not watched the series? It's obvious.
Actually, to be fair, that'll probably change when season 2 comes.
Yeah, but for now,
Yeah, probably.
it is.
Oh, I wonder why.
For now,
Shut the fuck up, Jack.
for now, it
My
is.
lips assumed.
For now, it is. Who is it? Fuck.
I think it was D199.
No, like the cast, the main cast. I think he's talking about the main cast.
Main cast, Alexis.
The main cast.
There you go.
Alexis.
I'm surprised
It's
no one's
me,
asked me
it's
a question yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is,
I'm gonna go
right,
with-
Dan, this is a question for you. Is Charles a mix between Thomas and James?
Well, no, because how is that for me? It's Sans' character.
Sans' question, fuck.
Well,
I didn't make him.
technically he is a mixture of Thomas and James, but I tried to make him be a bit more original, so he's a mixture of Thomas and Top Hat.
Oh, yes, 'cause that's how I got the voice.
my
Sunshine,
God.
only got
Okay, right, I'm sorry, can we just pause for a second? Barry the B12, why the fuck did you just say 98462x87546?
Jenna, please put this man on timeout.
Yeah, can we, like, pan this back to the screen, please, and thank you?
Okay, so
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Ban
it's funny, but like, you're
Next
a bit
question,
overboard.
next question.
Alright, what's next? Sans, who is Invert?
Invert, he is basically a character that I made originally for the Mr. Sans vs. Invert series, but he's made his way into my official headcanon. So basically the thing is, he had an accident in 1922 with a head-on collision with Blackadder, and Invert sadly died. And he's he kind of just looms around as like a haunting kind of thing, like haunting Blackadder any chance he can. But especially when Blackadder was in the scrapyard, Invert found it easy to like fucking make him go crazy. But after he was safe from scrap, Invert could not do that anymore.
Wait, I got. Yeah, okay. Here's a question about Lachlan again. Are Thomas and Lachlan related in any way?
Not really. They're more cousins than anything else.
I feel like he'd be more related to like Simon from Jimmy the Ginger.
Yeah, he's more related to Simon. Yeah.
Yeah.
J15 Studios. Andrew asks for Adin. Why did Blackadder hold a grudge on 87546 for so many decades?
Because he considered Henry as a very, very close friend, like a best friend. And after learning about what he did to him with the tunnel incident, he got really pissed. And then the whole crash just made his attitude towards him even worse. And they never saw each other ever since Blackadder left to head back to the Scottish region of the LMS. So that's why he's held the grudge, because he's never had... Plus, he's been too busy doing all his work and that, so he's never had time to let it go. And he just put the thoughts behind in the back of his smoke box. And the moment he saw Crovin at the harbour, that just brought all the memories back.
Right. Now, another question from Stratford Studios. This is a question for all of us.
Okay.
Alright.
What is the worst thing you've witnessed? Soder Fallout AUs or Thomas fanfics? Thomas fanfic for me.
All of them.
Both.
So, wait,
Wait,
if this is referring to like anything related to Thomas, like any sort of fan Thomas media, there's not really anything that's really like disturbed me. But I think the most kind of like.
He's more asking about what's worse, Soder Fallout AUs or the fan fictions.
Oh yeah, definitely fanfics. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the fan fiction. Like there are some Soder Fallout AUs that are somewhat good.
Yeah.
Not all of them are bad.
Only by the skin of the teeth.
I'm gonna quickly shout out Kirk Ronan Survivalist because it's actually fucking banging.
Oh, I've seen that before, actually.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I've got one for me here. For Thomas non-canon, do you see weird stuff as you're shunting trains? Oh god, you wouldn't fucking believe, buddy.
Oh god.
Okay,
That was
JT
the
the
Thomas
Blue
voice.
Pannier Productions asks, for Adin, which Halloween special are you quite proud of the most?
Oof. That's a difficult one, because I've made quite a few over the years. There was two that I made the year before, back in 2021, and then there was the Invert story in 2022.
And then, don't forget the old version of Invert's story back in 2020.
Yes.
I don't think I actually saw that.
The most, I'm gonna say, in terms of editing, the invert story. But in terms of actual plot, I'm probably gonna say the Timothy one I did. The one thing I did about
the Timothy one was very good. To be fair.
Here's a question that I'm seeing that I can answer right off the bat. J15 Studios.
No!
Are there going to be more Railway Series rights? No.
Oh, it's taking a moment.
That series got canceled.
I
a while
have
ago.
said this in many videos and in many pings, guys. Railway Series Rewritten is not coming back. Okay?
It's good.
It's too much
Right,
work
yeah.
to work with, and with Adventures of the Great Scottish Railway, I can't handle all that.
Right.
It's just
Oh, there's a question.
Got a
Oh.
yellow for you.
Okay. A question. Oh, a question for me. Finally.
oh god.
How would I describe Blackadder? That depends on what you mean. Do you mean by the character or like
I don't
Adin?
know.
Be
Yeah.
specific.
If you're talking about me, say my actual name. What other questions have we got?
Small.
Question for
Small.
the cast.
The small
Um,
green. Oh, are you reading that, Rusty?
Yeah, I'm reading that.
Go ahead.
Small Green Bean asks, question for the cast. Thoughts on scary fan stories?
A lot of them are pretty good, actually. I don't think I've ever.
Yeah,
There are some
well,
pretty good ones.
There are pretty good ones.
Honestly, I've never actually come across a bad horror fan story.
There you
Well,
go.
there is
There you go,
one.
Stratford. There you
I
are,
can't
Stratford.
think
You
of
got it.
one, but
You
I'm
got
not
it
gonna
right the
say it.
second.
Okay.
You got it right. You got it right the second time, Stratford.
Okay,
alright.
going back to Stratford.
Oh, here's one.
Okay, going back to Stratford's question.
Yep.
Honestly, I think of Adin as a really nice sort of guy. Him and I have known each other for a good few years now.
I was actually able to get him. I remember when I first met Skylar, he was a bit of a depressed state, and I was able to help him cheer up.
Yeah.
Which wasn't the first time that year I helped someone to cheer up from a depression.
Yeah, and we thank you for it.
Yeah.
Question for everyone. What are your favorite audio stories from the Tales of the Scrap Sightings season 1 and 2?
Actually, I can't tell you.
I don't know what that is.
One at a time.
Actually, hold on. Before we answer that question, here's a fun fact about Tales from the Scrap Sighting.
Oh, God's sake.
I actually voiced a character and narrated one of the stories for Tales from the Scrap Sightings too.
Shameless plug.
Hey, we're all going to be doing different shameless plugs here, so what's the point?
Yeah.
If I'd have to say my favorite would probably be Witness. Like,
I have a lot of different ones that are my favorite, so I can't really say. But if I had to choose, and this isn't just because I voice in it, Smokeless Mainland.
oh, Smokeless Mainland was really
that
good.
was pretty good. I think for me, I think Six Lovely Tenders was not bad.
Oh, yeah, Six Lovely
Oh,
Tenders.
that's
was
hard
That's
for
more
the
of the
rail.
rails. You said
Is it?
Tales from the Scrap Sighting.
I don't know the difference, okay?
51.
I don't know the difference.
This one I'm not sure on. Sans, is Johnson, so I'm guessing they're referring to the one from Sudge and Rails.
Yeah.
Are they canon to Adventures of the Great Scottish Railway?
No, they're not. I have put them in some adaptation videos before, but they are not canon to my head canon at all. They're just
Alright.
they're just there for filler in my videos. Can I read a couple of questions?
Yeah, go ahead, son.
Right. So I'm reading a couple of questions that I saw just a moment ago. So there's a question for you, Rusty.
Alright.
What was your favorite part in the series?
Well, aside from my OC cameoing, I enjoyed the runaway scene for episode 3, and probably seeing Croven.
Well, of course you would say that.
Of course you would say that.
Wow.
Frenner was. I think Frenner was asking how long we known each other, Skylar. We already said since 2020.
Yeah.
Are there
That's when
rules?
you met me,
Are there rules for these? No, you can ask anything about the series if you want, Dan. Nothing.
I never got my favorite story out.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm looking in the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now, and this is back to Tales from the Scrap Science question. JT's just like, let me guess, for Scholar not smokeless mainland, and he's just like, called it.
Yeah. Yeah, but
what's yours, Dan?
Mine's Tunnel Vision.
Smashing, nice one. What else?
Thoughts on the horrors of Harwin Lake by the Blue Snowplow?
Awesome.
It was good. It was good.
Very
Yeah,
good, yes.
I haven't watched all
No,
of the parts.
interestingly, that little sequence where Dane was controlling Rusty's mind, I actually got the living crap scared out of me by the jump scare.
So did I, not gonna lie.
Aiden came back
The
and
demon
we were both
Rusty.
watching it at the same time.
Who?
And wait, I found a good question.
Yep.
For all the cast, do you like your character?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an
100%.
that's an anonymous answer.
Yes. I just love Charles because he's funny when he gets annoyed.
Okay. Here's one from.
Alexis because it's because she's a bitch,
Yeah, and you're always a bitch.
and I respect that. Shut the fuck up.
Here's a question from Leoy Benkins. Saying, how did you get Victor to voice Gordon? I managed to get his email from Trainboy9705, and I've just contacted him from there, and he's been voicing in. I feel like he's only voiced Gordon in all the stuff I've asked him to get me in.
Well, no, remember, he voiced one of the Scottish twins. I think it was Donald in the
Yeah, he voiced Donald in the Infant Story. He did
also
voice
voiced
Edward in the
Jeffrey in
Infant
the
Story.
Timothy story you did.
Oh yeah,
He
that was
also
the first
voiced
gig I did with it. That was the first time I
he
ever
was,
contacted him.
he played Jeffrey, didn't he?
Yeah, that was the first time I got in contact with him actually.
Jeffrey. Literally just said that.
Alright, sorry, I went on deaf.
Okay, another question from me. Come on, guys. Have you had any ideas for some of the engines from Season 7, such as Emily, Arthur, Fergus, Spencer, and Merle? Yeah, I've had some ideas about them for my headcanon, which I won't say here, I'll say in a separate video. But
Okay.
I've not finalized it with Arthur and Fergus.
Okay, Dan the Blue Tank 66. Have you seen Daylight 3's Horror Forest series? I have. I've only
Yeah,
seen,
I've seen it.
I've only seen.
Yeah, I
three of
have.
them. Can I please finish? I
Go
have,
ahead.
but the only episode I haven't seen is the one with Captain. I've seen the other ones though.
I've not watched it. Oh, Alison, you've got a question here.
Oh. Really?
Out of everyone, who would you most likely kill?
Oh,
I think we know.
I think it's based out of the cast. I think it's based off the characters, not the cast.
Alexis, remember how I told you? Alexis, remember how I said I thought of you as a drunk aunt? I take that back. We're cool, right?
Anyway.
I actually don't know. There's a lot of characters I want to like.
Here's another good
But
question.
just William. I'm sorry, just William. Just William.
Here's another.
What did I do wrong?
Here's a question.
Man, it's because I'm a
Skylar's trying to answer a
warrior,
question.
isn't it?
Skylar's trying to ask a question, you guys.
Here's a question from the Green Arrow Productions to all of us. What character in the Adventures of the Great Scottish Railway do you hate?
Alexis.
Alexis.
Honestly, I don't really hate any of the characters.
Alexis was a meanie poo poo.
Alexis was a meanie head.
Alright, guys.
Two-head.
Dramatic effect. Guys, dramatic effect time. It's Malcolm. It's Malcolm.
So what now?
You want to fucking repeat that, Chief?
Right,
How quick I was to respond to that.
Okay, question from T. Which character in the series has your favorite livery? I don't really have a favorite livery. If I were to say per se, probably William with his Illinois livery. I mean, I like that livery.
I'd have to say Croven with his like GER styled livery. I like that.
Guys, victory to the GER! Sorry.
Actually, somebody pointed out that the color that he was in kind of makes him look like inverts.
Oh
fun
god.
fact, aside from the nameplates, because that Crover model was actually a model I gave to Adin.
Yep.
Aside from the nameplates, that's the original color the model was in.
And then I painted
Oh.
it into the NWR blue for the
Question for the whole cast here. We got one for all of us here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What is your favourite British steam locomotive?
Great Eastern Railway line 14.
Yeah, we already know that, Daniel. We can see it by your profile pic.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on, let's
Mine is
specify
the
here.
A3.
Hold on, steamy, diesel, or both? Be specific. Because
Oh.
I like both.
I don't really have a favorite steam engine, but my favorite diesel engine has to be the 08.
Me personally, I'm a diesel fan. I do not care for the steam engines at all.
Right, can an admin get rid of the crab? Because that's just one of our friends trying to annoy us.
Yeah, boy.
Jenna.
Anyways, however, if it
Anyway.
was, if my,
Go on.
Jenna,
Oh,
crash the
here's
soul.
something from Here's another thing from Stratford Studios to Adin. Every time you failed to make an original series, what made you go back and make The Adventures of the Great Scottish Railway?
Right, well, this is kind of linked into the series that was being made beforehand, Mr. Sands and Friends. That is the original series that Adventures of the Great Scottish Railway is. The reason I went back to it was because it just felt... It soon became like a dream project of mine. Because I wanted to get something big on the channel that wasn't a Mr. Sands versus Invert, because I wasn't going to go back to that after the first season. Thank you, Jenna. But...
Also... No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go back to Mr. Sands versus Invert because it was too difficult to deal with it all. But the whole thought of making a series was still there. So I thought, why not I give it another go? Completely rebranded this time and see if we can fix all the mistakes that were made behind the scenes and with production in general. And we have.
Also, to those of you who don't know why Mr. Sands and Friends kept getting cancelled, there was a lot of drama that went on behind the scenes of both versions.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Speaking of which, fun fact, episode 3 is actually based off a cancelled episode for the second version of Mr. Sands and Friends that I wrote.
That's
I
right.
forgot-
If you look at one of the old intros for the second version of Mr. Sands and Friends, you could see like there's a 14XX or a ballast train off the track. That was the story that we were basing. That was used for episode 3.
And I wrote that, and Adin forgot to credit me for it.
Would you shut the fuck up about that already?
No, I am not
couldn't
gonna
even
let
write
that
an
happen
original.
ever.
You couldn't even write an original story for me. I feel so hurt.
guys, I want to get this out of the way. People are asking when is season 2 coming out. Like, what's the final verdict for
I
that?
don't think there's a
We haven't got a full, and we haven't got an actual release date yet because there's nothing being made so far.
We haven't got
Well,
scripts yet.
We got
Yeah,
one from
we
me.
haven't started the
we got-
scripts. That's actually what we're going to be doing after the stream ends.
Yeah,
We're gonna
after
be in the writing.
the second the stream ends is when the writing of season 2 will begin.
We're gonna start writing, boys.
Wait. Can I just confirm? Am I in the writing team this
Yes.
season?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
You and Jam
Oh,
are.
we have one for me here. We have Thomas non-canon favorite AU series like Sodor Mist or Sodor Fallout. Fuck. Well, a few of them. I will say
I like
a few of them are kind of fucking shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Sodor Mist is kind of mid. If I had to say one though, Kirk Ronan Survivalist, because it's actually fucking unique.
Me personally, I would say what's it?
Me personally, I would say
what-
Toby and the Multiverse of Chaos.
What's the other one Percy the Beast Productions makes? I forgot what it was.
Sodor
Sodor
Dark
and the
Realm?
SCP.
Dark
the
Realm,
SCP
Dark Realm, Dark Realm,
one,
Dark Realm, Dark Realm, Dark Realm.
Yeah, I like Soda Dark Realms.
I know
Even though there's
No,
other-
no,
even
the
though there's-
the SCP one is originally made by Dan, the Blue Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
just been adapted.
Yeah, Percy and the Beast is just collaborating with them.
Anyways, I mean, it's ironic that a lot of people like Dark Realm, despite the fact that there's barely anything we know about it currently. Though, Percy and the Beast Productions has confirmed episode 4 is on the way for that.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Also, we got another question here for the whole cast. If one of you are interested with Star Wars, which trilogy is your favorite? This also includes the shows that are canon to each part.
The only thing I've seen is Clone Wars, so that's my answer.
I haven't watched any Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm not really a Star Wars fan, if I'm gonna be
Neither am
honest.
I.
Mine's a trilogy.
I'm
I got
okay.
bored like 10 minutes into the first movie.
Yeah. Another one from T. Which is your favorite out of the big four? L and the R.
LNER.
LNER.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say LMS.
Alright.
I mean, as long as no one says the Southern Railway, I'm fine.
Well,
Southern's the one that everyone forgets about.
Exactly. Southern sucks. I'll be honest, it sucks.
Yeah,
no,
fuck
no.
me.
I don't really know what my favorite is.
The only good Southern
LMS
stuff
is
is like pre-grouping stuff.
If I had to say my favorite railway company before the big four came to be, I'd have to say the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway is probably my favorite. It's very
Mine's definitely Great Eastern because you
Yeah.
know why.
Before
I
the
would
grouping for me,
Great Northern.
before the grouping for me, it's either the Great Northern or the Caledonian.
I actually
For me,
quite like
it's
the
just the Great Eastern Railway.
Well, actually, no.
Yes!
It's either, well, actually, it's either the Great Northern or
Okay,
the
here's what
Caledonian or the
I'm-
LSWR.
Here's
Oh, yeah,
British
I
Railway
like
is the
the
best.
British Railway sucks.
Here's
The
what
LMS sucks.
No.
Guess
Shut
that?
up!
Oh my god.
if I okay for me my favorite pre-grouping probably the GER just because of the paint, just because
Yes!
of
Sorry, I just got really excited.
and
Kieran,
my favorite grouping railway would have to be the Great Western.
Because Duck.
Great Western is really good.
Because Duck. Because of Duck, that's why.
Oh,
Like,
no,
not even counting Duck and stuff, like, Great Western was probably one of the best out of the big four. Like, it's not my favorite, but it was one of the best.
question for everyone here: what's your favorite heritage railway?
No, the Bluebell Railway.
Yeah, the blue.
Bluebell Railway.
I really want to go to a bunch of heritage railways, but my two main priorities are North Norfolk Railway or the Great
Yes!
Central Route. Or the Great
Mine-
Central Railway.
I said the North Yorkshire Moors.
Oh yeah, Channel 5 made a TV show about that actually.
Mine would have to be either the Bluebell Railway or the Talaclin Railway.
The Taliclin.
However you pronounce her name.
Forget about that.
For me,
If I had to,
sorry.
so go on, Sans.
no, you go on. I'll save myself for last.
All right. If I had to say my favorite, it'd probably be the Llangollen Railway. Actually,
I
I don't
forgot about that one.
Llangollen.
Llangollen. Sorry, I don't Welsh. Anyway,
Welsh.
I've been to the I think it's the, what is it called? I think it's like
The West Somerset?
It's like the south. I'm trying to remember. No, actually, forget it. I'm trying to remember the name now. I'll remember it later.
As for me, I have to say the Bowness and Keenel because that was the first and only heritage railway I've been to for a day out with Thomas event.
Yeah,
It was the first time I went, and I was really young. And also, I've made pals with one of the workers there. So, Owen, if you're watching, go on, your man.
Oh.
Love you, man.
I was gonna say, no, go on, Sam. Say what you need to.
Owen, if you're watching, love you, man.
Not Sans. Daniel, we have a question for you here. This one.
Alright.
What made you become a worker on the North Norfolk Railway?
Well, it's as simple as the fact I thought, I wonder how old you have to be to volunteer at the railway. I searched up how old you have to be. Turned out you only have to be 10. So
What?
I joined. Okay, hang on.
I beg
there's-
your pardon?
No, hang on.
Child labor.
There's a club. There is a club that allows young people to volunteer there. They also have one of these at, I think, Neen Valley and Talaclin, where you can start from quite young. And
Shit.
I joined in December of 2021, and I've loved it ever since.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the best Trampy movie?
Ooh.
I've only seen the seventh one.
Runaway.
Runaway was great. It's the only one I've seen though.
Runaway is great if you add the music.
Girl.
Runaway is great, but it gets better when you add music.
I say, for me, at the very least, Trucks, because of the interaction of Edward and Thomas at the end. And especially,
I'd say rescue.
finish. And
I
the
would.
fact that I'm not finished.
I'm.
And the fact of seeing flashbacks of young Edward, because you never really get to see that in this fandom that much.
Yeah.
The one I love, which you can technically count as two, is Triumph and Express.
Oh yeah, Triumph and Express was what I was gonna say.
I just
but,
like the whole James. I like James as a whole in the Triumph
Yeah,
movies.
I like how he's very confident, but he's also, you can tell he's very insecure.
And he was very much like disagreeing with Gordon about the whole thing with Strike in the latest one, and eventually just
Yeah.
gives in after
You can
realizing
tell
he's
that-
in a losing battle.
Yeah, you can tell. I just wonder what James is going to be like when they eventually get let out of the sheds.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question for me. What other fun facts about AOTGSR? I would say the facts, but I think we'd be here all day if I explained it.
I think that could just be its. I think that could just be its own video.
Yeah,
That could just be
gonna
a
plan
video,
to- I
yeah.
was planning to make it its own video. Who else? Okay, one for the whole cast from J15 Studios. What is the weirdest locomotive you have seen?
A Streamline King. That's
Really a
I
whole
don't
lot
know.
of. There's not really a whole lot that I can. Well, no. If I really had to choose here, probably an A4 when the front of its casing is not there, because you can actually see.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Oh
No, hang on. I have a good one. That one LSWR engine, which is a steam locomotive with a carriage, like, literally attached to the back of it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I know exactly. what
Oh
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
definitely.
Oh, I think I know a weird one. What was it? It was I've lost it. I can't remember the words.
What company was it from?
I can't remember.
Do you want me to move on to the next one, or?
I got this. I'm about to. Here's Okay. There's two good questions here. The first one from LMS Manu Productions for all of us. What are your honest opinions on the two Henrys itself?
Shit.
Personally,
Yeah.
I'm not in
Oh my
that
God.
theory. To quote George Carlin, personally, I think it's a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Second one from Stratford Studios. For all of us again. What inspired us to be voice actors?
I found out I could do a Thomas voice, and well, here we are.
I started. There
Scottish
was a lot of
impression.
different. For
From the
me,
voice
it was
actor
when I.
of Dr.
Sorry, go ahead.
Someone by the name of Mike Pollock, Frederick X. Smith, Colleen, I think that's her name, and a couple other voice actors from the Sonic franchise just helped me, gave me inspiration.
Yeah, the Sonic
If you guys are
franchise is
watching this,
mostly where I
you
went.
are, but
For
if you are,
me-
I appreciate all your guys' voice acting.
For me, here's a little fun fact about me. Duck was the very first character voice I ever started with.
Yep.
Because
Mine was
I've had my Duck voice since I was probably around 10 years old. So,
I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
mine
mine's
was.
Edward.
I think mine was
I
either
think-
Rosie or Lady. I think, but probably.
Mine-
actually, Allison, I think for you, it was when you auditioned for Lady for the Smudgers series, because that's really
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
it
because
kicked off.
that's when I got
Yeah.
Ori 3.
yeah.
For
I
me,
think my first character voice. Oh, go on, Sans.
For me, it was because of Dalton Douglas. When I got my gig with Trainboy 9705, that was my first voice acting gig. It was because,
Yeah, I remember-
since because I'm from Scotland, and I'm actually from the part of Scotland Dalton Douglas are from, and that's where their accents come from, then it only made sense for me to get gigs for those two. It's just that over the years I've had to make sure I get both of the voices at a different pitch.
My first character voice I was able to do, surprisingly enough, was actually Henry. I was actually able to do a Henry voice. I don't know if it's aged particularly well, but, you know.
Yeah, but mine was Edward. Hello, I'm Edward.
Actually, Henry was my second ever character voice I did.
That's right.
Oh god, I can see. Okay, guys, off topic. I can see 2 questions from me in the chat. Fuck. Okay.
Can I answer the question first?
Go on, Dan. Go on. Sorry.
Well, the reason I got into voice acting is because I'm actually, well, sort of an actor in real life. I am part of an amateur dramatics club, and I do stage acting and stuff.
Oh yeah, you are. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and everyone says I'm very good, so I think I am.
Well, you do well with our voice acting
as well. Yeah, so I decided to get into voice acting as well. I think my first role ever was James in a redub of Middle Engine.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Okay, I'm gonna just quickly take this moment to just quickly knock out the 2 questions for me. So first of all, from J15 Studios, Jam, do a Thomas voice again, please.
Does this tickle your fancy?
I don't like that.
Next.
Anyways,
I'm going to the back of the shed.
Anyways, my second question: Who does Jam voice?
Nobody at the
You'll
moment.
see.
Nobody yet.
We'll find out.
No spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers.
okay, I
We'll
got
find
it.
Okay,
out.
who knows?
We will find out. Maybe he will voice, maybe he will not. We'll see.
The small,
Who
That's if we
knows,
get
yeah.
to season 2. Ooh.
Exactly. Ooh.
question.
Yes.
The small green bean asks, for all of us, favorite fan character.
Oh god.
Difficult one.
That's
Probably.
going to be a tough one.
Probably. This is probably a very cliche opinion. I'd actually say Johnson is my favorite.
Yeah, I would probably
Tyler.
say Johnson, but I probably would
I
also...
can't really say anything about Johnson because I've not really seen
Honestly-
much of their art.
Honestly, all of the most of the Railway of Nowhere cast is very good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't really say anything about the Railway of Nowhere characters because I've barely seen that series.
Yeah, Kara knows what they're doing. They do a pretty good job with their stuff.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll have to go with Richard.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
have to go
Rick.
with
I
Tyler.
think my favorite. I mean, I guess it's that I don't know if this really counts as a fan character, but Blue Snowplow's interpretation of 1020.
Oh yes.
And honestly,
Yeah.
in
Were
my
you about to do a
opinion,
Birmingham accent then? Snowplow, Blue Snowplow.
I've only
I
got
don't know what I
like,
did there.
Alright, we'll
I-
call
I
this
just
David
kind of messed
Plowy
up.
then.
No.
there's
Shut
only
up.
like I've got many different fan characters I like, but if I had to choose, it's a tie between Richard and Dudley.
Oh,
I forgot
Dudley's a
about-
really good one.
Oh
Dudley's
yeah,
a really
Dudley,
good one.
That's another character.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Dudley's nice. I can't wait to see what
Yeah, I
Carson
know.
does with the adaptations as well.
What other questions have we got? Does Sans know Lady of Sudbury? Not quite sure who that is.
I
But...
think he's probably talking about like lady, as in Tapmar lady.
Oh, okay.
I will not say. I'm not gonna say. I can't say that. It's unconfirmed.
Okay. What?
I just see something from Stratford Studios for Adin. How does it feel being a Scot?
Fucking great, man! No, it's just because earlier on he said that he's also Scottish. Just a quick question, Stratford. Which part of Scotland are you from? I'm interested to know. Oh, Brent's asking, what's the difference between England and Scotland? England are posh twats, and Scottish are kilt-wearing bastards.
Excuse me! I will not take such slander!
Oh, darling, bring me the manager.
We shall do at dawn! Pull up your dukes, you rapscallion!
Just the UK, posh, twat. Scotland, angry twat. I'm.
What are you trying to say?
How many
Average
people from the UK?
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Sorry to cut this short, but really have to get
Dundee!
going now.
Oh, Dundee! Oh, dude, nice.
Okay.
Average Sutton behavior.
Besides, I got work.
Oh god.
Besides, I got work to do. And also, Mr.
Right.
Sands,
I
stole
think
your
I've just
chocolate
insulted.
bars.
I think I've just insulted half of the fucking chat.
Yeah, you
Why,
have.
yes, you have! Blackadder!
I mean no offense, guys. It's just
Here's
jokes.
an insult for you.
I mean, all the
Mr.
offense.
Sands,
What other Thomas and Friends characters you can
William's trying
voice
to say
act
something.
as?
Oh god,
sorry.
don't get jam started.
I'll answer
Guys.
that afterward, Alexis.
Willie, guys, Mr.
Guys,
Sands,
William's trying to say something. Wait.
yeah, before I go, Mr. Sands, I accidentally framed you for a truck incident.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Oh,
You
dear.
fucking what, you son of a bitch?
For me, Rusty and Skylar.
Julian L1 has a question for me, Rusty, and Andy, and you spelled my name wrong, Julian.
It's okay. Can I read it?
Yes.
Okay. I know this is irrelevant, but how did you like voicing Edward, Henry, and James in Bradley Thomas Burden's adaptation of
I
Hamilton?
loved it.
So did I. First time I've done James for anything public. Ever.
Let's see. Oh, this is a question I missed. For Jam, what other Thomas Friends characters do you can voice act as? I think I said this before, but...
Yeah.
Right.
I'm back.
There we go. Crack the knuckles. Here we
Oh,
go.
no.
Right. Off the top of my head, I can do Thomas, Edward, Henry, a little bit of Gordon, James, Duck, Dolan Douglas, like an Irish take on Oliver, Scarlowy and Rheneas, which Sans you are very familiar with.
Yes, I am. Unfortunately.
I'm going to bust your balls. Right,
Pretty nice, Scarlowy.
and I think that's it. I don't know any off the top. I can do Diesel. I can do a little bit of. I can do a little bit of Diesel.
I'm
Oh,
full
can
of
you
surprises. They all to say of me.
And then Julian just apologized for spelling my name wrong. Don't worry, you're not the first person to
Yeah,
do
I
that.
did it too when I first.
And I very much doubt you'll be the last one either.
Yeah.
I think
We need
this is-
more
I think-
questions.
I think this is a question. I think this is a question here. Ivy or Lily? Personally, Lily because sassy with Alexis.
I can't remember which way round they are.
Ivy is the one with the lipstick. And Lily,
Okay.
Lily is the one that was the main character in episode 2.
I don't really have a favorite. They're both...
Ivy's voice is really good. I'll say that.
Yeah, Ivy has a really good voice.
Yeah.
I will say Lily. I will say Lily because, like, Mr. Y said, she is sassy. She can throw out the sass towards Alexis.
She can throw out the sass.
Like I've made those two become a dynamic duo twice in the entire season. So.
Boys, we got a big one here. Cereal first or milk first?
Cereal first.
Cereal!
Cereal.
Yeah.
Milk first is wrong!
Milk is gay.
Why did that sound like a Gordon Ramsay segment for a second?
Fucking! You put the fucking cereal in first, you melon.
Cereal goes first!
That's fucking raw.
I can't wait to see
Where's the arm sauce?
I'm gonna get like cut stains from
Where's
this.
the arm sauce?
If someone does like animations of this stream, I can't wait to see.
Oh my god.
I cannot wait.
Oh, Charles threatening to spark out Blackadder.
Diesel, LMS Manu says that Diesel sounds like Doofenshmirtz.
How? Hey, the platypus!
Would
Really
you
wanna
rather?
go on a Heinz Doofenshmirtz sort of
All
thing?
right,
No. Here. If you really want to go with the Heinz Doofenshmirtz sounding thing, go to Mason Hagen's performance as the Scottish twins in Six Lovely
God.
Penguins.
Mention that one more time and you're getting your balls ripped off, you bastard. God, engines, I'm dreadfully crazy.
Anyways, this next one, from Brent. Would you rather have ranch on pizza or pineapple on pizza?
None of the above.
Neither.
I'll just stick with pepperoni, thanks.
Yeah,
No,
I'll stick to my pepperoni.
Yes, I agree.
I'm
I
a plain
agree.
cheese guy.
I love
And I'll eat
pepperoni.
pepperoni
Yeah.
sometimes.
I used
I
to have
prefer
like
cheese
just
as
plain
well.
cheese, but I have pepperoni
There's a
now.
question for
Allison?
Alexis.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yes.
You read it out.
What are your top 5 engines on Sodor? Yes, so your top 5 favorite Thomas characters.
Choose wisely, because I may or may not do the voices.
Oh, don't you dare! I will mute you.
God.
We will personally mute you if you do it again.
We cannot deal with the voices anymore.
The voices in my head are getting louder.
Okay. Okay. So.
Oh, okay. Stratford Studio says he's gonna make animations of the stream for fun. If he can
Hell
make
yeah!
Yes! Yes! Please, yes!
Do it, Stratford. You have my full permission.
Can I make a request?
Do it!
Stratford, can I make a request? Can I just be represented as Thomas the entire time? Thank you.
It's just gone. Where did we go from questions about the Adventures of the Great Scottish?
Oh my god.
This is
This
so
is
fun.
one of the best
Where's the
streams
lasagna,
I've
Sans?
best streams I've been in.
That's not a nice question.
I've got both J15 Studios and T both telling me to do the voice.
Do not do the voice. I will not have it. I will not.
Stratford said yes. Thanks, Strat. Let's
Julian,
see.
can you be voicing Charles Darwin? I'm not
Yes.
too sure about that.
Okay, the small green bean says ketchup on what's your I think it's just ketchup on grilled cheese. What are your thoughts?
I don't
No,
eat.
I don't-
I've never had grilled cheese.
I've never had ketchup.
Never had ketchup. I thought with grilled cheese you're supposed to have tomato soup.
I haven't. T, I'm not doing the voices.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I don't need to listen to those.
It doesn't matter what you do. I'm not doing the fucking voices.
I'm running out of drink for this.
I've not had a drink for a while now, and my throat's getting very dry.
I need some alcohol.
I always have a 2-liter with me just in case.
No, I'm just gonna get the last out of the can.
Let's see. Oh, there's a question from this guy. His name is Blue Gem. Smash or pass on Scarloey?
Oh, shut up!
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's a hard smash, but shut up!
As the personal Scarloey here. Wait, no, shut your fucking mouth, right? Me personally,
Oh no.
smash. It would smash.
Will you smash yourself?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
anything with
just
food
to,
in it.
just to say to everyone, I think there will be a season 2.
So stop asking!
Stop asking, we've told you!
Who left?
Did it, someone...
That would be Alexis.
Alexis. Yeah, Allison had to die. We had to sacrifice
I'm
Allison.
looking back at the stream replay. Aiden's gone.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
I
an empty
He's
chair.
Yeah,
disappeared.
he's just left us to. He's left us in charge. That's not a good idea.
Yeah,
Alright, let's finish.
we scared him off.
Really not a good idea.
Let's see. Will Sans do a spring trap purple? What?
No.
That's a bit of a confusing
Sense
one.
makes not.
I don't think no.
This is why we need Aiden here and not just us.
Yeah, we can't hold this. We can't hold a solid like.
Now season 2 is cancelled. They're going
Let's go
straight to season 3.
Let's go.
Oh, Dan, we got a good one here. How would you react if you owned all the rights to own a GER Y14 564?
I'd be pretty happy, to be fair, but I don't know what I'd do with it because, like, I've never owned a steam locomotive before.
You just gotta have it in your back garden.
Yeah, mate.
I just love what
No,
Janet just put.
but genuinely speaking, if I did own it, I'd just keep it at the. I'd just keep it at the North Norfolk Railway because like
Yeah, it's got a good
rail's not
home.
gonna put it. Yeah, because the thing is though, half the locos there aren't even actually owned by North Norfolk themselves. They're owned by other people.
Yeah.
Like the Y14, B12, and a bunch of other stuff is owned by the M&GN Society.
Yeah. Oh god, we're going to this right. Just because I
Can
made
I
the
just
Smash Up
say,
Pass joke about
I love
Scarlowy
what-
doesn't mean you can. Okay, go on. What do you need to say?
I love the fact what Jenna just put. She put season 27.
Yeah,
back.
season 27.
Oh
That's how
yes,
far we're
season
going.
27.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry,
Let's see, what?
I've been called down to
Smash
do
Up
the
Pass
washing
on. Oh god.
Okay.
Guys, the Scarlowy question was a joke. We're not Smash Up Passing Diesel
Okay,
10.
just for the sake of this, any Smasher Pass jokes that are done, we're skipping right over them.
Those are illegal in this chat.
But
Oh,
to be
I've got
fair,
a
we're
question
Smash
for
Diesel 10.
myself.
Right,
What got me into locomotives, Thomas? Simple as that.
Yeah.
Easy.
and I just...
Okay, so
Oh,
the Green
okay.
Arrow Productions for the whole cast said, what class of engine should have been saved from scrap?
The LBSCRK class for me.
The Raven 82s.
I know
Wait,
this
what
isn't.
was the question? Sorry.
What class of engine should have been saved from scrap?
The Great Eastern Railway E22.
I would have said the, let me think about it.
I don't know.
I haven't really got a class, more a specific engine. The Battle of Britain class that was involved in the Lewisham collision.
Hmm.
I would have.
It was going to be preserved, but then it got chosen over the other Battle of Britain, which is currently preserved.
I have a specific engine.
Okay.
Alberta, the Jubilee.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
Oh wait, I just had
That
an idea.
was
Oh,
the
sorry.
Rail Tour Jubilee.
What else?
Great Northern would have been a good loco to preserve, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great Northern was like an amazing performer, like after her Thompson rebuild, like absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. Like, as much as the Thompson rebuild's ugly, like it
Yeah.
performed really well.
If only,
To Dan, if you
only.
give it. To Dan, if you give a choice of saving your friend but you die or saving $100 million, what's your choice, Dan?
Kidding me? I'm not dying for no one. I'll take the money.
Whole cast, what's your opinion on the LNERP2? I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know what that
I
looks
think
like.
it's quite good. It's like the 282.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Where the
Oh,
front
yeah.
end looks like an A4.
Yeah,
Wasn't that like the
Looks pretty good.
wasn't that classified as like the strongest engines of BR?
I'm pretty sure it's like one of the strongest passenger engines ever.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the most powerful
Yeah.
loco in the country, I think, went to the Coronations.
Yeah, yeah, good engine. Very good, very cool.
I'm
engine.
just gonna do a quick bit of research and get some.
Alright. I'll
Let's
just.
see how strong actually was it. Just give me a moment. Tractive effort, 43,462 lbf, whatever that stands for, or
Okay,
193.33 kilonewtons. That's a lot.
Okay,
Oh,
another question from the Green Arrow Productions to all of us. Which class, in your opinion, of course, is the worst one?
LBSC E2.
Okay, let's.
Yeah,
Okay, how
yeah.
about I reiterate this? The E2s don't count.
The E2s don't count.
The
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's
if
too
I-
off.
hang on.
Friggin'
Wait.
I'm not too sure about mine.
Let me just can I just ask a question? If I say spam can, do you know what I'm referring to?
Yes.
Yeah,
referring to the
yeah.
bully.
Yes,
Yeah.
really specific. Well, like the rebuilt merchant navies and stuff, those are good. But the ones that have that huge casing, I hate them. They are so
Yeah.
ugly.
If I
I hate
really
so
had
much.
to choose, because this isn't like cosmetics or anything, I would have to say the BR Class 28's performance-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say that. Though.
Weren't the best things ever.
I mean, honestly, visually, they look good. Mechanically, they're a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't within like a month or within a week, a few of the windows fell out?
Yeah, I think
And
so,
the thing
yeah.
is, when BR first started out, they were so bad they were sending out diesels that hadn't even been tested yet.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
That explains a lot of the crap one, like the Class
Yeah.
7 and the Metrovix.
No, and back then, like when British Railways was making new diesel, and like even if they had the slightest failure, they'd just scrap them. They'd just get rid of them.
Yeah, it's like,
And
oh, don't even
I think it's also been mentioned, ironically enough, those diesels that were deemed failures got replaced by either other diesels or the steam engines they were supposed to replace.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a question here from... Oh, where was it? I've lost sight of it. Yeah, Spotless Records. What are your guys' favorite CGI locations?
Sans, by the way, Spotless Record Studios is Junior.
Is that Junior?
Yeah.
Hi, Junior.
Junior, how up?
Favorite CGI locations?
Blue Mountain Quarry.
I'd
That's
say
a good one.
Yeah, Blue Mountain Quarry is
Oh,
beautiful.
I would
I just
say
like-
the
I just like...
Hardwick branch. The
I
Hardwick
think
branch is
I think Ofsted Castle is good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good,
Yeah,
too.
I agree. I like Ulster Castle.
I mean, the reason I like the Blue Mountain Quarries is because of how well it looks visually, especially with
Yeah,
the blue
it's-
cliffs.
Yeah, it's like so
Yeah.
industrial and stuff. It just looks like
I'm kind of thinking...
it just looks perfect.
I'm kind of thinking towards... Knapford. But that sounds like too much of a default place to think of.
Well,
but-
I think what he meant by CGI locations was CGI exclusive.
Oh.
Yeah, like places that only appear
Alright,
in
then it has to be
CGI,
Blue
yeah.
Mountain Quarry then.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
also-
should have said Misty Island.
Okay,
Don't
Mr.
fucking dare.
Y the Pender Engine asks, are there any diesels on the Great Scottish Railway? And to that I say, wait and see.
Yeah,
No,
wait
wait,
and see.
no,
bud.
wait. Quote the
You
Fat
don't have a
Controller.
heritage
Wait
railway
and
with
see.
no
Reply the
diesels.
Fat Controller.
You got some, wait.
And then Bradford Studio Source asks, he would like to be referred to called Dominic. To all of us, thoughts on the Thomas fandom?
Terrible.
Shit.
Terrible.
I think it's okay. There are some good things about it. Not enough for it to be
It's the biggest mixed bag I've ever been a part of.
To be fair, a lot of fandoms are mixed bags. Take the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom, for example.
Of it.
Not the FNAF fandom.
Let me see. Did we miss
I-
any? Oh, we missed one back here. This one's... So...
We
this-
missed loads.
Yeah, hang on. I'll try and go back and get as many as I can, guys.
Don't.
LMS Manu Productions. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Whole cast. Which is your favorite tank engine class?
Oh.
If
I would say...
I have to go with Arthur's class.
I
I
have
have-
to...
I say the Pugs.
I've at 2MT, then. That's what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
looking at.
I'm gonna say one's kind of... My one's kind of lesser known. The GWR 1361s. The very nice little engine.
I honestly, I don't know what my favourite tank engine is. I'm tempted to say the Great Eastern Railway E22.
Of course you'd say
Not-
GER
I'd say the
locomotive.
June.
No, hear me out. Like, because I don't know if I can really say that or not, because they weren't preserved or anything, I don't know that much about them. So I don't think I can say that.
I mean, I would probably... I don't really know if I had to pick out of any, just any in general.
Yeah.
I would probably say USA Dock Tank, because I like the look of them, but...
Oh,
What
Dock
was
Tanks
the
are great.
question?
I love Dock Tanks.
I'd probably just say, like, I don't know,
Basically,
call me
question
basic, but I'll
is-
just say Ginty.
Andy,
Yeah.
the question is favorite tank engine.
Yeah, I say the J50.
Yeah, it's respectable, yeah.
No, it's not. Sorry.
Okay,
Let's see.
hang on.
Favorite
I've
CGI only character?
There's a lot of... There's not really aside from the logging locos, there's not really a whole lot of CGI characters. No, let me rephrase that. Aside from the logging locos and Charlie, there's not really a whole lot of CGI characters I dislike.
I would say, if I had to pick a favorite...
Mine's
ooh.
Neil.
But if I really had to pick my favorite here, I would have to say Sonny.
Good night,
Yeah,
Sonny.
that's fair.
I
Sorry.
can't say anything because I've not seen any episodes with Sonic. But if I had to
I
say,
think I. Sorry.
if I had to say, I would default to Hero. Either
Yeah, I
Hero,
have to go with you.
either Hero or Luke.
I was
You
gonna
know
say
what I would
Luke.
say?
Yeah, I love Luke.
Oh wait,
Luke
Mike,
is just a cute
wait.
little bean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little Irish boy.
Was it? Which
I'd
one do you
say,
like most?
If I was to say, I have 4 CGI characters in particular I really like. There's Luke, Hero, Ryan. I love Ryan.
Oh,
Ryan's a good one.
Um,
Yeah, Ryan's a good
And
one.
then,
But
actually no.
Ryan
Oh,
is-
there's and then actually no. There's 2 other ones as well. There's Millie.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
Millie
the,
definitely.
Millie often gets overlooked, but Millie is really nice.
Yeah, she's
And then Stephen and Glenn. I love Stephen and Glenn as
Stephen
well.
and Glenn
I'd
is such a
say,
good dynamic.
My
That's such a
favorite
great
one's Steven.
dynamic.
My favorite one's Steven.
Oh yeah.
I'd say Gator.
Oh, Gator, yeah.
Gator is really good, to be fair. Gator
Oh yeah,
is
that's
really
right.
nice.
Hang on, I've got a question here, which is probably directed towards my headcanon from Mr. Y. Are the Wellsworth and Sudbury engines still around? No, they were scrapped during the Great Depression in my canon.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
And yes, they were Colin, Adam, and Lily. They're all dead.
Oh,
My canon,
there's a character we forgot about.
in my canon, there are only like 2 Wellsworth and Sudbury engines I can confirm that are still around. Because in my canon, Billy and Charlie were also part of the Wellsworth and Sudbury Railway.
What were you saying there?
There's a character we forgot about.
What?
Stafford.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Staff.
Okay,
Stafford's
I'll
just nice. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
a question from Dom. If you were all owners of the internet, would you ban everything about the Thomas E2 OCs? Only the ones that aren't good, because there are some E2 OCs
Some
that
of
are.
them are pretty
Yeah,
good.
There are some good.
Some are good.
Take Engine 17, even though he's technically not an E2.
Yeah.
You mean Tank Engine 97?
It's fun. You say like Thomas E2OCs, like yeah, they have like a very negative reputation, but like so do most of the Soda Island
I mean, there
like
are
reskins. Like
in my opinion, not all of them are bad.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got 2 questions here. One from Brent to everyone. Did you like the Steamy Awards? No. And would you want another one? Not from him.
no,
Honestly, I've not seen the Steamy Awards, so I don't really know.
I would want one, but not from that dude. He fucking sucked.
not from him. No.
Like, if we get it from like,
Yeah,
let Unlucky Tug host it. That's a better choice.
Okay,
Yeah, good.
Some more
good
questions.
call.
Yeah, we got some more
Um,
questions.
Yeah. Green Arrow Productions, for me. Are there some characters in your series... Wait. Are there some characters in your series you will change? No, not really. I won't change any of the characters.
If you're
Yeah.
talking, if you're talking about if you're talking about cosmetic updates, some will get that, like I mentioned in the stream earlier.
But in terms of being replaced by a different character entirely, no. They're too established to remove anyway.
Okay, Mr. White the Tender Engine. Have you ever watched TAOS? I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
The
supposed
Adventures of Sodo.
I
Yeah.
have, but I've got mixed
That's the-
reviews on.
That's the one by Mr. Ray the Hedgehog, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Overall, it is.
I love
It
the
is
humor.
good.
I love the humor.
Yeah.
the humor is good, but I got mixed reviews on some episodes.
Is
Some
it
of the
because, is
episodes-
it because they managed to get Mason Hagen at some point?
Well, no, the sad
I'm
part
not-
is actually no. Here's the sad part about that. I kind of actually liked Mason Hagen as Dennis. I don't know why. There was just something about him as Dennis that was so funny to me.
That's the only role only role he's actually done well in.
Skylar,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at the stream, you will see something pointing to your camera. Not your camera, your name.
wait, what?
Oh Jesus!
I've been looking at the stream the whole time. I've seen nothing. Oh.
Oh.
Look, I'm not. Look, it's just like it's a guilty pleasure for me. Okay, I don't like that I like it.
Please reword that.
You don't like that you like it.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that I actually like something that Mason Hagen has done.
Who even
Then
likes
again,
the
you could
fact-
say something about Boris Johnson.
Fair.
Oh, these passports. Blue passports.
Those blue passports.
I like those blue engines.
Okay. From
Blue,
the
silver, color, red, blue engine.
for the cast from Green Arrow Productions, what character from Thomas would you rather change?
Change.
You mean? I think he means like rewrite. Or
Honestly, if I had to choose all the bad characters from the Hit era and the Miller era.
I would.
Which one of
Yeah.
What I'd want to do is rewrite Molly and give her a bigger role, because I feel like Molly was a huge missed opportunity.
I feel like
There's a lot of one-offs in that were a missed opportunity.
yeah, like a lot of the fandom seems to like gravitate towards like making like episodes which are themed around like Molly, Neville, Murdoch, and Stanley in particular. So I would definitely rewrite some of those to fit them like more prominently into the series.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wish Molly got a bit more attention because, like, she's Great Eastern, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and plus I love Molly. I love Molly's class.
Her design is really
Yeah,
cool.
same here.
Her introductory episode is the only time she has a major speaking role, because she only had like one other minor speaking role after
And
her
that's
debut.
like telling Thomas to slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a bummer, because she could have been, like, really good.
Okay, so
From Thomas SMG4 and Friends production. To all of us, who is the most annoying TTTE character?
Charlie.
Billy!
For me, it's the long
Billy is
low
worse
post-
than Charlie.
I'll give you that.
No, I say around.
No,
I
no.
said both of them are more annoying.
Charlie-
For me, the Logging Locos and Charlie.
Oh yeah, the
Charlie-
Logging Locos. Oh my god, no.
Charlie at least had, like, one good episode, at least. Billy had nothing good. Nothing at
Okay,
all.
Not
Yeah,
even Logging Locos.
Billy only appeared once.
I hate Charlie because of how bland, generic, and terrible his jokes are, and with the Logging Locos, do I really need to say what's unlikable about the Logging
No,
Locos?
you don't need to.
Yeah,
You really don't.
especially Fernando.
Everyone knows why the Logging Locos are bad.
Right.
Whole cast. Thoughts on Tedious Tales of Sodor?
What's that?
Fucking banging. It's
I love
the series
these
cast.
Tales of Sodor.
It's the series Cat Biscuit Productions is making.
I love that. I loved all the episodes that were done.
I love how
And
he keeps
Thomas
it.
is fucking going.
I love how he's managed to like merge like Lady and the magic element into like the like a more gritty kind of railway series like aesthetic. Like the idea of every engine being born like with a face like that. That was cool.
You know, interestingly, something I've mentioned to Aiden a few times before. Some of my favorite voice actors from the Tedious Tales of Sodor cast are Trampy as Gordon and Handful of Macaroni as Percy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of questions now. There's this one for me. Do you like Minecraft Story Mode? It's alright. It's not the best, but it's something. It exists. Then for the whole cast from Max, what are your opinions on Martha from The Adventures of Sodor?
She's okay. The voice actor does a great job.
Yeah, and I like the fact how she's essentially just using the same shell as Timothy. She's essentially just Timothy.
Yeah. I will say though, I'm not sure how I feel about Thomas and Martha potentially being a couple though.
Yeah,
I think that element's been scrapped, considering that special that was made of Thomas Stanley Duck and Toby, I think, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly, going to the North Pole. I think that was scrapped considering Stanley and Martha.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
dynamic I like.
Next one. What is your favorite TTTE merch line?
Oh,
Wooden Railway.
I don't really know
Yeah,
because
Wooden Railway.
I would probably say Trackmaster, but then again, that's probably the most complete range I've got.
I'd say
Yeah.
Tomy. I say Tomy. No, I actually
I
Tomy
like that-
or Take and Play. Take and Play.
Well,
Second play,
technically-
yeah. Second play, yeah.
well, I say Tomy and Trackmaster.
I'd like to
Um,
say, I'd like to put forward kind of like Play Rail. I think Play Rail.
Yeah, Play Rail's good. Daniel, there's a question here for you.
Technically,
Wooden Railway.
Yeah.
is that.
technically
Yeah.
speaking, don't Play Rail, Tomy, and Trackmasters fall under the same category anyway.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Right, so Daniel, question for you. If you made Molly, would you keep her in her GER blue? It suits her personality.
I don't think it just suits her personality. I think it suits her because she is a Great Eastern engine. Of course, I would make her in a Great Eastern livery because obviously I stan the Great Eastern Railway.
Here's one
But
from...
I just think it's a beautiful livery, and I think she should have been in Great Eastern blue.
Here's one from T. What is your favourite swear word? Fuck.
Yeah, that's mine.
I'm not
Yep.
telling you. I can't.
Mine is poo.
I can't. My answer has to remain behind closed doors for different reasons.
Yeah, next up...
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we already did the Thomas... Question for every lad and lassie in this stream. Thoughts on Unlucky Tug, Victor Tantic, and Fan of Hero. Good YouTubers.
No,
I
I'll
don't
go
know who Fan of Hero is.
I'm not sure who Fan of Hero is.
Let me go.
He's made this series called Engine Arrivals, which essentially is like inspired by Stories of Sodor, but it's like the arrival of H Engine.
Alright, I'll go
Oh
first.
yeah, Soto profile. Yeah, okay. I see what
I'll go with this first. I really like Unlucky Tug stuff. Victor, I like him as a person, but some of his content is questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Fan of Hero, he does pretty good.
Absolutely.
If I had to say, Tug, very cool. Victor, cool, but he can do some kind of.
Yeah, honestly, I think I've spoken with Victor before. He seems like a really nice person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's a chill dude. Victor, if you're
and
watching,
Fan of Hero's
we
very cool.
support you.
Which for you, they have questionable content.
I think when Victor is making a proper series and not the shorts, he is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows how to write.
I mean,
He
to be
does.
fair, some of the controversy in the shorts have kind of ceased a little bit now.
Yeah.
I hope it has at least. I mean,
next-
I just think all the controversy around it's funny, because like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Next up
I personally
is...
don't get why people are so butthurt by it. I mean, he's done these sort of jokes in the past, and no one seemed to mind them.
Yeah, but then again, this is 2023. There are a bunch of snowflakes these days.
Yeah.
I think we should go to another question before we start a war in the chat.
From
Yeah.
Junior, favorite Top Gear special. Ooh.
Oh.
Skylar, you can also ask. You can also answer this one. It is addressed towards me, but you can answer this one as well. I think when they were building the bridge.
Yeah.
In,
Yes, definitely.
If I really had to choose my favorite, it would have to be that special that they had to ride bikes on. I think it was the Vietnam special.
that was Grand Tour.
No,
He's
I
asking
thought
Top
they did.
Gear.
No, I thought they also did. No, that was the boats. I said bikes.
Yeah, but they have to use bikes. No, that's motorcycles.
No, they did. No, I swear
No,
there was.
I
They
think
did a
you're t- I
Vietnam
think-
special
I think you're
on
talking-
Top Gear.
I think you're talking about the motorcycle one.
Yeah, the motorcycle one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Next one. Sans is Scottish? Yes.
There's one here. Question for Blackadder: have you played Roblox? When was the last time we played? 3 weeks ago was the last stream, bro.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago was the last stream for Roblox. That was for 4,000 subs.
Yeah, that was the 4K sub stream.
Which one of you ice cream sandwich?
Kind of. LMS Manu Productions and T have kind of asked the same question here. Basically, what's your favorite railway livery? And Dan T said to choose something other than GER Blue.
I will. LBSC improved engine green.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
not
bad.
bad.
BR green.
Quite a few I like. I like the LBS. I like the LBSCR Marsh Umber. I think that's how it's pronounced.
That is a very good
I know
livery
one.
as well.
Either the LMS Maroon or that experimental BR Blue livery.
I'm not finished.
I say the
I wasn't finished.
Sorry.
The great. Most of these are going to be. A lot of these are going to be pre-grouping, by the way.
Yeah.
GNR, the GNR green, the LNER apple green.
Which I think are the same livery.
No, Great Northern's darker.
Oh.
By like a smidge.
Trying to think. BR green. LMS maroon, LMS black, and just to listen one more, otherwise we'll be here all day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this.
Great Western Railway green, even though that and BR green looks exactly identical to each other.
I have color. They're Brunswick.
I'm gonna go with Highland Railway yellow.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Oh yeah, I have a joint. I have two joint favourite liveries. That would be the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway Blue, and the London and the LBS. And this is kind of this might be an unpopular opinion. I'm actually a really big fan of the LBSC chocolate brown.
I can see what you mean.
Isn't that like their main sort of?
Yeah,
livery?
It's like the main livery. But there's something. It's very. I know I already said it, but it's very chocolate-like, and I very like.
Well, yeah, it's just like a love. It's like what Birch Grove was painted in before.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely livery.
For me, in your headcanon, did Blackadder meet Emily? If so, how did it happen? Yes, he did meet her, and no, not when he came to Sodor. He met her beforehand, and it involves with a certain other Sterling single that I will not mention right now. I cannot mention the name. In fact, I don't even remember who it is. Do you guys know? We'll find.
I know. Her name is. Sorry. I've been advised not to continue.
Will just have to find out at some day, or if you can re-jog my memory, let me know. From Mr. Another one from Mr. Y.
Green Arrow Productions for the cast, the most overrated producers of engines, and it's all the grouping era.
Can I say a specific designer instead of the company?
Yes.
Gresley.
Yeah, he is.
So overrated.
He's overrated only because he's Scotsman, that's why.
I know, no, there was Peppercorn was good, Thompson was good. There were so many other good designers in the LNER, but Gresley is so overrated.
Gresley is good, but he's not that good.
Not just the LNER, there was also other people from the other railways, like Henry Fowler, William Stanier, Charles Collett, all those.
Thomas William Worstel. Designed the wife personal hero.
This one might be a bit overrated as well. I would honestly say this isn't really overrated, more so a favorite builder. Henry Stanier was probably one of my favorite builders.
Let's see.
I think
one of my favorite builders is definitely Thomas William Worstel. He designed the Y14.
Yeah.
I also like Jane. Oh, sorry.
For me, it's John McIntosh because he was the chief mechanical engineer at the college.
Oh no, I got it wrong. It's William Stanier. Sorry guys, I said Henry Stanier. I meant to say William Stanier. Sorry.
You merged Henry Fowler and William Stanier together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fowler and Stanier.
This doesn't go into the question more or less. It's just a fun fact about my canon. A little fun fact about my canon: Henry was actually named after Sir Henry Fowler.
Oh.
Which is another reason why in my canon, Gordon just used to hate Henry.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Next up, from Mr. Y. I'm just looking from questions for everyone because we've been talking for so long. Thoughts
Yeah.
on Rosie is red? Is good.
I prefer Red Rosie. I'm
We
just gonna
all
flat
know
out
this.
say it.
We all know this, Skylo. We all know you flat out hate
Rosie
Lavender
is better in red.
Thomas
I
collecting bitches.
I'm just saying that because I like Red Rosie more personality-wise. I don't know. There was just something I hated about Rosie when she was in her pink livery.
Oh,
She
Her
annoyed
voice,
me even as
boy.
she annoyed me even as a kid.
I thought she was alright.
hang on, we got some more GSR questions.
Oh,
From-
finally.
No tails, no.
Yeah,
Oh, hi, Robert. Robert's in the chat.
Hey
Yeah.
Robert. Hi,
Okay, from
Robert.
J15. Was Charles named after his designer? Yes, he was.
simple as that.
He was. He was
Yes,
just
he was.
named. Which explains his boastfulness.
Oh, that's why he was so boastful. I didn't
Yeah,
even know.
because he's named after his designer.
That's fairs. That's fairs.
For the cast, most historical moments in railway history. Our opinion.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong person when
You're
it comes.
asking the
I know-
wrong people there, you buddy.
Historical
I-
moment as in like. Wait, hang on. Does he mean like historical moment as in like best moment, or I need?
I think like something like we all like what we love, like the trials in the 30s or in the 1830s or Mallard
I'm just gonna-
record.
I'm just gonna ask if you can specify,
Yeah, could you specify,
Like-
please?
like, as in historical moment we think is the best, or like, what do you mean?
Okay, another question for the whole cast. Which is the best out of the Farquhar trio? In brackets,
If I-
Toby.
no wait, in brackets,
If-
Ice and Percy, please don't slaughter me.
If I had
Toby.
Wow.
Toby's so good.
Yeah,
I was gonna
Toby's
say
the chat.
Toby as well. I say Toby just because of what his personality is.
I just really like Toby. He's my favorite character.
I say Railway Series Thomas just because he's a dick.
Actually, yeah. Season 2 Thomas. Oh,
Yes.
amazing.
Okay,
Top best
guys,
Thomas,
here's
best Thomas.
Top G.
Okay.
Definitely
Thomas
follows Andrew Tate.
SMG4 and Friends production. The whole cast, dogs or cats. I'm kind of a bit of.
Dog.
I'm a bit of
dog.
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 I like
You're
Uh,
just saying that because you have a cat and hate.
Yes, I hate the cat. I hate my cat. I hate my fucking cat.
I like both, but if
I
I had
have
to pick, I say dogs.
I say
Dogs are much
both.
more loyal.
I say
I'm
both.
a cat person.
Can I please talk?
Yes.
I'm gonna say both because I've had dogs throughout my life and cats because over a year ago, back when I was in spring break of my junior year, there were like these 4 kittens that my grandparents had that were more or less outside cats. However, I kind of got really attached to them after a little while, and then later in the summer, we had to get rid of them.
Well, you gotta get rid of 3 of them.
Tori would definitely love both. She definitely loves both.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, he specified. He means by for the crashes.
Crashes.
Quentin Hill.
I think the one. I'm thinking the one that everybody assumes is probably the inspiration for the Flying Kipper.
Okay,
It's Destia Abbott's Ripton, I think.
I think so.
I've got 2 for me. One where a Y-14's boiler exploded in 1900.
Also Y14.
Yeah.
Or when 5309, the 7F that is preserved at North Norfolk, ran away down a hill and crashed into a yard.
What was the damage on that?
Also, I will just say now, boys. I'm gonna have to go. I feel really fucking tired right now, so I'm probably gonna
That's
dip.
fair.
I'm probably gonna dip for right now. So, yeah. Goodbye, chat. Bye,
Alright,
See you
chat.
later.
we'll probably call you back.
See ya.
We'll probably call you back when we do the thing.
Yeah.
When we start.
Yeah, when we gotta
start
do writing,
scripting.
Speaking
yeah.
of which, when are we gonna do that?
We're gonna
Like,
do that. We're
uh,
gonna do that after the stream ends.
Yeah, but like,
Alright,
when-
I'll see you guys in a little bit. See ya.
Bye, Jam.
Yeah.
Well, it'll happen once we get through all these questions. Well,
They're
here's
never going to stop coming.
Here's one for you from Stratford. Question for Daniel. What would you paint your house in GER blue?
Yes.
Yep.
I would. I would
I mean,
paint
to be fair,
all
I
of my
would as
possessions
well.
in Great Eastern Blue if I could.
And here's one for everyone except me. Describe your character, assuming obviously in the GSR. Describe your character in one word.
Funny.
Okay.
Redeemed.
Skylar,
I'm not paying attention. What was it?
How
If
would
you
you
describe your
how would you
character in one
describe
word.
how would you describe your character in one word?
Okay, well, main cast of term, I voiced several different characters.
Yeah,
We're
so do
we're
I.
talking about Malcolm.
Just-
Alright, Malcolm. A nice engine, but it can be a perfectionist.
One word. One word.
You know I can't do
Perfectionist.
that.
Alright. Tails?
Yes.
How would you describe
What?
William in one word?
Sexy.
Well, I mean, is he wrong?
And I like voice
You cannot blame me.
characters.
Yeah, Robert, I'm not asking that question.
Answering, you mean? I got. There's another question for me here. Would I paint Thomas in Great Eastern Blue? I have done that. Sans,
Yeah, you
is there a
have done that.
possibility? Is there a possibility you could show a screenshot on?
Give
The
me a
stream.
picture
Just
and I'll
like-
be able to show it on screen.
Yeah, I'll just send it in the. Just give me a moment. I'll just find it. It's here somewhere. Oh, a lot of scrolling. Where is it?
Scrolling.
But yeah, so
scrolling.
effectively, I've already done it. Just give me a moment. Where is he? There he is. It is in the voice text thingy.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Channel,
take up,
whatever.
I'll take up the picture. Oh, jeez, it's a big pic. I'm gonna save the image. Give me a second, guys. I'll get that question.
Okay, well, let's go.
Alright.
A question from stupid_nerds for all of us.
Alright.
Thoughts on repainted Thomas DLCs? I don't really think
Oh, I don't really
Wait, hang
care
on.
for it.
Hang on. Wait. Sorry.
There's not really that.
Go ahead.
There's not really that much that can be described in them, considering that's what basically half the OCs are in this fandom.
I mean, if we're talking about literally recolors of the character, then I think they're not very good at all. But if we're talking about other Thomas characters in general, they can be done right.
I mean, to be fair, OCs were just like, recolored OCs. I can't really say anything on that just because I feel like some can be done well, but then you've got some that are just like, this is my OC, and it's just the Thomas character, and it's the exact same thing as the Thomas character, but just with like an extra detail or number added to them.
No, the annoying thing is, somebody put in the comments on episode 7 that no, it wasn't episode 7. I think it was episode 3. That Charles was just Duck, but with the number removed and the Thomas face. And I'm like, isn't that what most Pan Your Tank OCs are? Just essentially just Duck, but with a different face.
I mean, to
like,
be
what's
fair,
where's the
to be-
logic
I
in that?
can't- Yeah, I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, a lot of there's not really a whole lot of bad recolored OCs, unless you count the ones made by 10-year-olds.
Which is half the fandom.
Like on that. Well, even
Yeah.
still, there are a lot of recolor OCs I kind of find good.
Also,
Yeah.
I've got the image
Like
up
not
now.
like I don't mean like train, and I don't technically mean like trained sonas. I mean like just OCs in general.
I got the image now. For those looking, here is the image that he was talking about. It won't show up on the screen just yet for you guys because it's a bit delayed, but
Yeah. It'll take a moment.
Okay, here's two good questions right here. Mr. Y the Tender Engine, do you have any NWRAU liveries? For me, no.
I
no, not really.
kind of do. Like
Yeah, really,
that Great Eastern Thomas livery isn't an AU livery. It's just something I made.
Like this
But,
these are how liveries work in my canon. They have the before they come to Sodor, they have the liveries of the rail company that used to be owned by, but then they get repainted into whatever NWR colors there are.
Yeah.
Next up,
Yeah.
I mean, the only
Sorry.
the only AU livery I have is that the livery that Toby gets on Sodor, which is the blue tramp plates. That's just his Great East.
Okay. And then a question that's going to have a very obvious answer from
I'm
Dom.
going to ask that one. What thoughts of this user on this? She's a bitch. All right, she's a bitch, and nobody likes her. She's a bitch minor.
Yeah.
She's a minor bitch.
Who faked her own death.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if anybody fakes their own death on the internet or anybody or anywhere else, if somebody I know faked their own death and just come back as if nothing happened, then I do not want to know that person at all. Simple as. Anyways.
What now?
I think that's all.
Let's cook Mr.
I think that's all the
Do you think we
questions.
should just? Do you think we
Wait,
should just
but
end the
wait.
stream now? Because we've been going for
Dominic
probably about
says-
2 hours now.
It's coming up to the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we're coming up to
Yeah.
the 2-hour mark in the next 5 minutes, so we might want to.
And
Yeah,
then
let's end the stream.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, let's do our outro.
So thank you all, lastly, so much for tuning in to this stream. If you did, please make sure you like and all that. And if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that ding dong bell so that way you never miss an upload just like this one right here. And without further ado, I'll just let everyone say their goodbyes.
Wait, quickly, Sans, before we do, I just got another question.
Yep.
For me, would you sacrifice Sans for Great East blue paint? Yes.
I
You
would.
bastard. Say your goodbyes, lads, before I end up getting a meat cleaver through your heads.
See you guys.
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye everyone. It was nice answering questions. It was nice talking.
Bye,
Yeah, it was
everyone.
fun.
Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to my channel.
Stop
Subscribe
plugging
to
yourself.
Daniel.
Don't plug yourself.
Subscribe
can't
to
wait-
Daniel.
I can't
Subscribe.
wait to
William West, hey, get out of here.
I can't wait.
I would be more concerned of
I
a
can't-
big diesel behind you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Wait,
I
what
can't wait to see when Dominic animates some of the stream.
And I'll just end the stream. I'll just end the stream off muted because the fucking thing does not work when I'm my OBS is acting like a bitch. So hang on. So as for me, thank you all, lads and lassies, so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, lads and lassies. Also, you make sure you follow me on my social medias